of the sea? What lures us in? What captures our heart, our imagination, our desires? What is it about the sea? Does it engage our senses in the present, or is there some primordial instinct that keeps us coming back? Is it the sense of floating as we did in our mother's womb, or a deep and lonely remembrance of our forebears as they crawled from the oceans and onto land? I have been drawn to the water since I was little, yet only now do I feel like the gravity of a black hole, the pull, pulling me ever closer towards the sound, the sight, and the smell of the ocean. Do each of us feel this pull? Have too many of us been desensitized to it, as we have been desensitized to the plight of all too many in our society? Have we desensitized ourselves? Is there a way back? How do we find our way? There is a singular moment when I believe, as do all sailors, that the world is right, that we have found our way. That is the moment that the engine is turned off and we hear, feel, see, and smell nothing but the wind and the water. Why is it when I sit on the rocky shores and look upon the sea that I feel such a longing? Is it the vast expanse that begs for exploration, or the mysteries that lie within her depths? Is it a long-held subconscious feeling that in the ocean lies my past, lies all of our past? Is it the rhythm of the waves and of the tides? As a musician, I am particularly attuned to rhythm. Rhythms we hear in all music come from nature. They have for millennium. Do the rhythms of the waves of the tides align with my breathing, my heartbeat, my soul? Are the rhythms of the sea, of the tides, the true rhythms of Gaia? Is it a sense of danger and adventure that calls to our mostly safe and static lives? Is it a need to leave the tribe and set out on our own to commune with a larger spirit? Who's to say? It affects us all to some degree. At least I hope that it does. I live and sail on fresh water, but it is the smell of the ocean which truly draws me in. Please know that the smell of the beach is not the smell of the ocean. The smell of the beach has been adulterated by the addition of SPF 50. So what is it about the smell of the ocean? As we age, we might lose our hearing and our sight, even our sense of touch, but our sense of smell becomes more acute, more precise, more discerning. Like the smell of roasting coffee, I cannot breathe it in deeply enough. I want to fill my lungs, my heart, and my soul with the smell of the ocean. Some have described the smell of the ocean as stale or briny, but like anything that truly affects our emotions, there are no words. No words to describe the joy I get from breathing in the sea air. And yet, the smell of the ocean is nothing more than the byproduct of bacteria as they digest dead phytoplankton. It is the smell of dimethyl sulphide, nothing more. There's a taste on my lips from the sea spray, slightly salty but much more complex than the kosher salt in my spice rack. More intricate than the pink Himalayan sea salt was gifted, and more subtle than the black lava Hawaiian sea salt that I break out for special occasions. And yet all salt is sea salt. Perhaps it is the mixture of my salt and my sweat. Perhaps it's just my imagination. When I was younger, I didn't like the feel of salt water on my skin. The rashness of youth. The salt water cleanses our wounds as it does our souls. The salt water softens the skin and hair of the most hardened sailors. The salt water draws away toxins just as being on the water draws away our personal demons. We wizen with age. I now long to feel the ocean on my skin and taste it on my lips. The sea is calling. I must answer.